Welcome to Sri Lankan Airlines, where the world is yours to explore, where new beginnings are familiar and family happens at hello, where every interlude is an experience, and your senses ignite. Where welcome is much more than a word. And you never really check out of the adventure. Surprising, vibrant, timeless. This is where flavor means fireworks. And paradise is infused into everything we share with you. Where care is inherent and memories begin. This is where business means pleasure. And warmth is instinct. Where sleep means absolute serenity, and waking up to tea time is an indulgence. This is where the world comes home. Thank you for flying Sri Lankan Airlines. You're our world.
Great to have your company here for the Sri Lanka Touch Footy Cup Sydney Edition 2024, the fourth fixture of this great tournament, proudly brought to you by SSR Automobile. This is the bowl final. The bowl semi-final was contested by these two teams that lost out in the overall cup quarterfinals. Trinity College, the hot favourites here. They pushed Royal Tuskers in those quarters all the way, losing 3-2 before having a big 8-0 win over the Cougars in their bowl semi-final. The Old Joes also collecting a clean sheet in their semi, a 2-0 win over the Ananda Maroons. That's how the two sides line up here today. And it will be the Old Joes Sydney in the white and blue strip. They're running from left to right on your screen. Trinity College in the white top and the red and yellow base around the abdomen. So 20-minute match on hand here. And silverware awaits. The bowl final, we are underway here at Samantha Riley Reserve in North Kellyville. Old Joe Sydney getting first use of the ball. And straight away, heading towards that Trinity College line. Now roll it back nice and quick here. Fernando scooting across to that left-hand side of the field, finding some support. Last one now, back onto the mark. Fernando sends it to the middle here for Tolafoa. Now try and continue to shift to that left-hand side, but a touch pass is going to be called here on the last. That will be the changeover. Bandaranayake making the touch there for Trinity College as they get their first use of possession now. Working their way upfield. Good meters here. Nice pace about this set thus far. Bandaranayake working hard out of acting half early on. Good timing about this set too. Everybody hitting their straps right at the advantage line. As Bandaranayake sends it out to that right-hand side now. Dummy comes in there from Naresh Pereira. And on the last now, Bandaranayake turns it back. Oh, Pereira, nice bat over the top. And then nearly squeezing through was Dinesh Pereira. But there is the turnover. So a really good first set with ball in hand there from Trinity College. Asked more than a few questions of the Old Joe's Sydney defence, who roll it back now. That was Viren Fernando, combined beautifully with Viraj Fernando in their bowl semi-final, and they'll get a penalty here too, the Fernando boys. This will be Viraj to take the tap here. And off they go now. So another chance to attack this Trinity College line. A good start so far from the Old Joe Sydney. So they get good meters. Now Viraj Fernando hopping in at acting half. Sends a short pass here for Wong. Gets right to the line. Fernando again having a little look. Skipping out Wong on this occasion. Viren Fernando shows it a couple of times. Shifting back to that left-hand side of the field. Good touch made in the end, though, from Adala Gama. Finally played here. Wong sends it for Viraj Fernando. Bouncing around, looking for an opening. Caught on this occasion. Now Viren shows it. Turns it back on the inside. Wong once more. They've got a nice little overlap here. Fernando just overran Wong's line though. In the end had nowhere to go, but a nice turn of pace, and all of a sudden the old Joe Sydney find an opening, and they've got first points here in the bowl final. Well, really something out of nothing there. I think it's Tolafoa who's gone through. Good change of pace. And here it is again on the replay. Wong takes off. Just sets it here. The overcommittal in defence on that occasion. I think it might have been from Adala Gama. And now Trinity College. Bit of work to do here as they take off towards this right-hand side of the field. Down by 1 after around about 3 minutes. Long bowl there from Bandaranaike. Once more staying alive in the play. Quick hands now up into the passing lane. That was played at there. So another set to come. It was a good read in defence though. As now Adala Gama takes off. They'll turn it back on the inside here for Dinesh Pereira. Now Naresh Pereira plays it. Pereira once more. So Naresh and Dinesh. This is Dinesh with ball in hand. Out to Naresh now. Sends it out to that left-hand side for Bandaranaike. And that'll be the turnover now in favour of Old Joe Sydney. So the underdogs here with a really good start as Wong brings it back towards the middle now for Viraj Fernando. Now Viren with metres on offer here before he's met by Naresh Pereira. Playing at pace now is Viraj. It's working hard here out of acting half. Straightening up the play here through Ravi Sharma, but that ball goes to ground. They just invite Trinity College with good field position now as Bandaranaike turns it to this right-hand side and still just trying to thread the needle. Nearly away from them there was Adiri Singh. But caught here. And that will be a turnover in favour of Old Joe Sydney. So nearly 5 minutes down in this one. Almost a quarter of the way through the match. And Old Joe still looking good here in front. As Jordan Wong brings it forward. Now Fernando. And then for Viraj Fernando. Viren showing it in one hand. Draw and pass once more, looking to squeeze one of those links through the gap. Viren Fernando. The big dummy comes out. Well watched there from Bandaranaike. Right up along the try line here. Back to the 7 metre mark they'll come. A static start here on the last. Wong off to this left-hand side. That's the way they come. Wong bouncing around, trying to engage a few defenders. Nothing really doing though. Touch pass will be called there on the last. That is the turnover. And Trinity College survive. Pereira. Out wide and well watched here in defence from Old Joe Sydney. They make a good touch. Short pass provided here for Naresh Pereira. Now Bandaranaike. Drawing in a player and then linking up once more with Pereira. Showing it a couple of times. Now they'll try and change the pace a little bit. Oh, great dummy. It's full 2 players at once. And Naresh Pereira has made them look very silly. And with a dummy like that, they might well be stocking him in a pacifier store at this rate. Brilliant stuff from Naresh Pereira. It fooled everybody. Shades of Sean Johnson in the 2011 NRL Grand Final for the Warriors. That was outstanding. This will look great on the replay too. Oh, have a look at that. Just the little show and go. One-handed style. Scott Prince. Eat your heart out. And we're all locked up here. A little bit of magic there from Naresh Pereira. So 1 try apiece after around about 7 minutes of play. Wong brings it forward. Viraj Fernando. Caught against the grain there was Sharma. Fernando once more looking dangerous. Well met in defence from Charith Fonseca. And that'll be the turnover now. So Trinity College. They've got themselves back into the contest here as Wong makes the touch. Bandaranaike Following up there from the run of Fonseca. Benderaniake now taking off good speed. Oh, very well played at in the end there. I think it might have been Sharma, in fact, who made a very good read. Potentially Tolifoa out there as well. Just got hands to it. Meters on offer now here for Adalagama. Bouncing around there is Dinesh Pereira. Benderaniake. Hopping in at acting half once more now. Numbers back through the middle. Sends it out to this left-hand side for Adalagama, who squeezes all the way through two of them. And once more, the dummy produces a result. They all had eyes wider still for Pereira, but a great little dummy in the end from Adalagama. Gets him all the way through, and Trinity College are now in front after 8 minutes of play. Here it is again on the replay. Out to this left-hand side. Enough pace to beat the inside defender, and then the dummy sold the rest of it. So terrific work off the back of a couple of dummies here as Fernando and the old Joe Sydney have a little bit of work to do here. 11 and a half remaining, approaching the halfway point of this match. As Viren Fernando brings it forward. Wong. Slowing things down here for old Joe Sydney, and that is a play they would love to have over. An easy turnover of possession. Fonseca was up to apply the pressure, but really letting them off the hook there as it's played here from Adiri Singh. Adiri Singh once more sends it out to that left-hand side. Good read there from Fernando. Adalagama. Hop in the step, draw and pass. Beautiful play. And then worked nicely to this right-hand side of the field. And Rashan Bandaraniake, who hasn't seen too much of the ball thus far, gets a clear look at the line and gets a third try here for Trinity College. Lovely teamwork, spreading it from left to right, draw and pass. Excellent work in the end there from Adalagama. And then Fonseca did the rest out in that link position. Delayed the pass beautifully there. Here it is again at another angle. Wonderful work from Fonseca. Really drew in the defender. And then open passage for Bandaraniake. So 3-1 now for Trinity College. And a bit of work to do here for old Joe Sydney as Fernando sends it back to the middle here for Viren Fernando. Wong. And then once more Sharma. Easy possession, turning it over. And now meters on offer here for Trinity College. Down the right-hand side of the field, I think they'll be called here for touch pass. Yes, that's what it is. Back onto the mark they'll come now. So Old Joe's being gifted good field position here as we approach the second half of this match. Meters here for Barrage Fernando. Viren caught in the middle there. Good touch made from Bandaraniake. Now Wong crabbing across field. Turns it back to the left-hand side. Touch made once more. Back to the 7 they come now. Faraj Fernando, nowhere to go. Rolls it back quickly. No one there to take full advantage of it, though. Wong drops it down. Static start once again here for old Joe Sydney. Wong tried to get away from them. Touch made in the end there from Rathnayaka out wide. And there is the turnover. Easy as you like now for Trinity College. So they probably need to ask a few more questions with ball in hand. Old Joe Sydney was all very lateral throughout that set. They've shown when they straighten it up, they can be very potent. But at the moment, Trinity College have all the answers in defence. They had an early slip-up. They've looked pretty solid since then as Fonseca brings it forward. Good meters here from Charith. Short pass provided there from Damien Ching. That ball goes to ground though. Not before the touch was made, so Fonseca once more brings it forward. Ching still waiting there for it. In fact, that's Kulatunge. And then they set a pass here for Viren Fernando, who stepped up in the line, takes it beautifully, and nobody's going to catch Viren. A great read. They were set out of that right-hand side, but Fernando was on the spot. And you can call his name, Fernando. But he will go the entire way. And there's some brotherly love as well. Viraj up to celebrate with him. 3-2. We've still got a game on our hands here in the bowl final. Here it is again. Dinesh Pereira with a bit of a loose pass, and Viren Fernando up in the line, read it to perfection. Took it and raced the length of the field to score. So 3-2. They're not going away here, Old Joe Sydney. Terrific read from Viren Fernando, and they have been excellent for them. The Old Joe Sydney, the two Fernando boys. As now Naresh Pereira. Drops it down nice and quick. Short ball here for Bandaranaike. Sends it wide Estelle. Lovely ball out wide. And then a good read in defence. Nice slide overall. So once more they turn it to that right-hand side there. But ball goes to ground. And they will survive once more here, Old Joe Sydney. Good contest building here. So meters on offer once more. Come back to the mark here with Ravi Sharma. False start. And now good to roll. Wong waiting at first receiver. Gets it now and straightens up the attack. Touch is made. So they send it back here once more for Ravi Sharma. Still operating down a short side. Trying to exploit some tired markers, but it's an incorrect roll ball. They'll be pinged, and now they'll play on very quickly here, Trinity College. Chance to go down a short side, popping a pass back towards the middle. Beautiful play from Trinity College. And they'll collect a fourth try here. Once more, the margin out to 2 as we approach the final quarter of this bowl final. One hand on the silverware here for Trinity College. Here it is again on the replay. Lovely work from Dinesh Pereira. Pops a beautiful pass back on the inside. And try time for Trinity College through Bandaranaike. Lovely work there. Wong had to commit. Nothing that Badu Gadara could do either. Simply had his measured for pace. So work to do now for Old Joe Sydney as we approach the final 5 minutes of this match. Fernando brings it forward. Touch made there from Pereira. I roll it directly on the 7 now. Little juggle there from Wong. Ball hits the deck. And there is the turnover, and they get closer and closer towards claiming that bowl victory. Wong makes the touch. Out to the right-hand side they come now. Changing the emphasis, switching the angles. Asking a few questions of the Old Joes here. Changing of the pace now as Naresh Pereira takes off once again. Such a dangerous customer. Now I'll turn this one over though. Not playing it directly on the mark. Nor was Badu Gadara though. So now good to go. Brings it forward and Wong waits at acting half. Now Fernando. Picks up good meters here with a nice straight drive. Wong sending it out to that left-hand side again for Viren Fernando. One try in this match so far for Viren. It's had a really good tournament too. I'll turn this one over though. So 3:42 on the clock here for Trinity College. As Pereira once more with that long stride picks up good meters, and then the draw and pass sets an opportunity down that right-hand sideline. Good cover defense though from Wong. Got across there quickly. Pereira bouncing around out of acting half, has to release, eventually does so. Sent out to this left-hand side now. The change of pace is a good one. Played at in the end there from Viraj Fernando. Offside nonetheless. So another set to come here for Trinity College. Music to their ears. That just means they're a step closer to victory here. They can wind down the clock. So restarted and sent towards the middle here from Reshan Bandaranayake. And the draw and pass once more is beautiful. All clear, and Trinity College are now flexing their muscles. They're going to claim this one. The clock will unfortunately beat Old Joe Sydney. Only 2.5 remaining here, and the margin is at 3. It's been a valiant effort. They scored first, but the College boys, they were certainly odds-on favourites coming into this match. A big victory in the bowl semi-final. 8-0 in the end over the Cougars. And Old Joe's now with a little bit of work to do to close this one out, to try and keep it respectable here. They'd love a couple more tries. They won't have time to send this one into a drop-off as Viren Fernando brings it forward. Touch made from Bandaranayake. Little ball from Wong as Fernando brings it out to this right-hand side once more. Roll back here. Deep into the count now. Wong driving forward. Tries to find a little pass, but Adiri Singh steps up and takes it. Beautiful read from the man. And he'll run all the way, the length of the field, get the try, and the fist pump comes out as well. Why not? A terrific read there from Aisha Adiri Singh. Gets the 6th try now for Trinity College. It's a wonderful way to finish. Well and truly no way back here from Old Joe Sydney. And there is the fist pump from Adiri Singh. Couple of intercepts in this one. Viren Fernando got the second try for the Old Joe Sydney off an intercept. At that point it was game on at 3-2, but it's been one-way traffic ever since, and it continues there with Adiri Singh. So meters up for grabs now here for Old Joe Sydney. But they'll turn it over, and it should be Trinity College who finish with the ball in hand to close out this bowl final. They've claimed victory, and the celebrations can begin. As they march forward now. Little pass popped here from Kulatunge. Out to that right-hand side. A chance to finish with one more. Touch pass will be called. Try's gone begging, though. And with 15 seconds on the clock, they won't worry too much. It's all about development, though, these competitions you're seeing here today. The Sri Lanka Touch Footy Sydney edition for 2024. Wonderful to see the game being picked up by so many talented young Sri Lankan athletes. That ball will go to ground, and we might get one final play here. Referees will have a last check of their watch. And that'll be all she wrote. So the bowl final has gone the way of Trinity College to the tune of 6 tries to 2. Old Joe Sydney, gallant in defeat. But the College boys go marching on here for the SSR Automobile Sri Lanka Touch Footy Cup for Sydney 2024.